Welcome back. I'm so excited to start this conversation with Jera, whose name actually means son of the moon. and Violet, thank you so much for joining us. And I just want us to start from the top. And what usually shapes a child's worry? And maybe I should start with you, Violet, from your professional point of view. What shapes a child's worry? Is it what is going on with them, or what is going on to the people around them, especially their parents?
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Wakio. And first of all, we really need to understand what is child mental health before we could dive even deeper into the worry, where the worry emanates from. Mental well-being of a child refers to their ability to maintain emotional well-being, sustain healthy relationships, being able to learn effectively, being able to maneuver everyday challenges, and at the same time enjoy life through all these normal difficulties. And so if worry kicks in, worry is a form of anxiety, all right? And most of the time, our children may not know how to express themselves through words, all right? Our children express themselves through behavior. They communicate through the behavior. So they may not actually say, I am anxious. Mommy, I am anxious. No. But this may display itself through refusing school, crying frequently, the worry we are speaking about. There is a bit of sleep disturbance. There is a bit of aggression. When that kicks in, then you notice my child is not okay. And when worries also kick in, that means our children are a bit disturbed, and you can go back and notice, what have I changed around home? A certain routine that I used to do, has it changed? Have I brought a new thing around my environment which has caused a certain emotional unsafety for my children? Then it has caused them to worry, because worry is a form of emotional unsafety. Is mom's routine of coming home no longer 9 and now it's 12 in the night? I'm not seeing mom, so worry kicks in. I'm not seeing dad while we are dining. Worry kicks in. So worry also is a consequence of some of the things, maybe from routine changes, academic pressures, maybe family conflicts, all these. Then worry kicks in as a form of mental unhealthiness,
Jera, as a parent, do you sometimes find yourself, you are, of course, because we are doing this life, you'll find yourself you're not in a good space, that you're also anxious, or maybe you're frustrated at something. Do you think your child gets to pick on this, and do you think your child is affected by these nuances that come off you in those certain moments?
Yeah, sure enough, it happens. Talking from my experience, I got into this. I didn't expect it, but it happened.
When you say this, what do you mean?
I got into this
parenthood.
Space. Yes, parenthood.
Okay.
Normally, actually, even the mom, I told her, like, as a man, I was like, I'll start interacting with this son, with this young boy when he gets to 5. But now I got to a place where, when he was born, I was given this boy in my arms. So I'm wondering, how do I even handle him? I'm being told, hey, be gentle, do this, do that, do this. So it took time, but I had to adjust. Coming to those reactions and everything, it does happen. There are some points when I used to do some things, then I can tell he's not okay. He can come, he looks at me and walks away. Maybe I'm used to, like now, there's a slogan I'm used to telling him, that's my boy. So most of the time when I don't tell him that, it's like, Dad, hujanambia, that's my boy. So I reset. It means there's something wrong happening. Most of the time, I tried to bring him up in the setup that I'm a very active person because of my career. So that's how we grew up. Then there gets to that point, I'm also human. I might have those low moments. So when I'm low, then he comes to me, Dad, I want to play. Dad, lift me up. Then I'm like, Baraka, just a minute. Let me send this message. Then he's like, Dad, it's hour. Let me sleep. So it actually took me that time, because I didn't have somebody to even ask. I didn't have anyone to reach out to, really, that I can say, I need some advice about this and this and this and that. Well, she talked about crying and everything. We are the parents when we didn't know. He's crying, I can't even tell what does he want. I can't even ask anyone. I don't know what to do. But now it took just, I don't know how I can put it, grace. Let me just say it took grace. Then I understood. So by understanding, at least I knew this is how this young man reacts. When this happens, this is how he reacts. So I learned along the way.
You learned on the job. Maybe Violet can help us in simple terms. How does a parent's stress or anxiety rub off on the child?
Wow. First of all, I like that you're here because we get the perspective of a lived experience and a clinical perspective of it. And all these combined together, that's when we create a substantial wellness for these kids, all right? And stress with the kids can absorb stress and tension from parents. And most of the things we think that kids cannot pick or cannot notice, from arguments, from those small silent treatments around home, kids are like sponge. You see a sponge, the way it absorbs water, they absorb emotions. But while they are kids, they cannot process complex emotions. Let's say like grief, like why is mommy throwing that cup? Okay, they are seeing it, but they cannot process. The brain is not well developed at that specific age, like the age of Jera's son, to process that throwing of the cup or grief. But as they advance in their developmental stages, now the brain starts making sense of what happened. And that's why we are having so many adults right now battling mental illness, which all started before the age of 14. And even statistics say, and in our field especially, all mental illnesses start before the age of 14.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they start before the age of 14. And in any adolescent, like if there are 7 of them, 1 of them is battling mental health issues. And they all pick and learn these issues from home. We are shaped and conditioned from the environment we were first introduced in. Mom, dad, how mom handles chores around home, how she handles anger, how she handles sadness. I was conditioned to seeing how to deal with anger. If it's throwing, then I will throw. Well, I am an adult. If it is sitting back, then I will sit back while I'm an adult. So we are shaped from very early on in our childhood experiences, and then we carry that with us. Now, when we experience adverse childhood environments like harsh criticism, like poverty, discrimination, we grow up into adults with low self-esteem, with low confidence, with lawyers out there but they cannot stand in front of the judge to defend their cases, with doctors with a lot of skills but we are shaking to hold those devices. All these are remnants of the childhood experiences that we've had.
And you say before the age of 14.
Yes.
And Jera, your son is at 5, so you are in a good position now.
Yes.
I think for parents who have children who are below 14, this is definitely for you.
Right.
Wanasema samaki mkunja angali mbichi.
Yes.
So at this point, do you what are your experiences, especially when you are hiding that emotion or you are hiding that frustration that you're going through to your child? Do you feel like, because our parents are used to that, you know, pretend, everything is fine. What are some of those things that you're picking out maybe from your child when you're interacting with them that tell you they can actually tell, I'm not okay?
I can give actually a personal experience. He was, I think, 2 years old. He was 2. That time I was sick, very sick, and I was with him alone in the house. So that night I didn't even sleep. I prepared him everything. He slept. So in the morning, I usually had that routine. I have to wake up, prepare breakfast for him. So that morning I couldn't manage. So I just told him, Baraka, just a minute. Nikiamka, nitakupikia. He looked at me, then was like, Dad, let me just sleep. And he slept besides me. I felt that he could actually feel that my dad is not okay. Because there's a way you used to, when he wakes up, there was that energy that you used to have that early morning. My son, I can say he's sharp. He picks things. Like right now he's 5, and he can ask me, Dad, nikiwa mdogo nilikuwa nakuita J. So he can actually remember that, and he started calling me Dad when he turned 3. Before that, the surrounding that we were in, we used to go with him at work. So my friends, they call me Jay. So he knew this is Jay. And Jay is a happy person. So anytime Jay, who is the dad, looks like he's slow, then he's like, no, there's something wrong. And he'll just walk away. Most of the time, he used to have this kablanki. He takes it and he goes and sleeps. So I started just like taking notes day by day. I can know Barak is not okay now. So I'll find a way to make him feel like I'm okay. When you umesema that parents, yes, we have to pretend. Because I learned it also from my parents. Mm-hmm. Yes.
But that pretending is not very healthy, is it? Maybe Violet can guide us now. What is healthy? Because on one hand, you cannot tell your children what you're going through. Probably they won't be able to comprehend. On the other hand, if you pretend, they still can see through the nuances. Maybe they won't be able to fully understand it, but they can feel there's something that's not right. So what is the healthy way to handle this?
First of all, thank you for being open with that, because a lot of parents out here are pretending in front of these kids. And kids notice. One thing, a healthier way, do not pretend. We need to teach our kids to express their emotions. There's an emotion like anger. I can feel sad. I can feel frustrated. I can feel embarrassed. Mommy, why are you embarrassed today? Tell them, not necessarily your story.
The details, yeah.
Not exactly the details, but can you tell them maybe a path that led to you being frustrated, so that they can understand, oh, so mommy felt frustrated, and this is what she's doing to step out of that realm of frustration. Because now, where do kids learn not to manage anger? Where do kids learn how else to act if I'm frustrated? That's why we are having kids committing suicide at a very early age, cutting themselves, and with a lot of precision, they know if I do it vertically or horizontally, that's when I will lose my life. Because we have not taught these kids from a very early age to express their emotions. Instead, we've taught them to suppress it. To suppress it is mask it, pretend you're fine, despite all. But it's okay to feel anger. That's a thing also in therapy. We say we don't challenge the anger. We challenge most of the triggers that are causing this anger. You are allowed to feel angry. You are allowed to feel sad. And it's very natural. I was watching a video yesterday where it is saying most of us are suffering from autoimmune diseases because of suppressing emotions.
Ooh, ooh,
Imagine.
ooh. And there's a point where your body will say no.
Exactly.
And you'll start exhibiting these things through maybe lifestyle diseases and stuff like that. Wow. So that brings me to the question of when your children are exhibiting this anxiety or symptoms that will make you feel like they're not okay.
Right.
How should you handle it? Should you constantly be asking them, is everything okay with you? you go back and ask them, are you fine? Are you okay? Are we bombarding them with questions? Is it easier for us to just handle it? I don't know how we can handle it, or should we constantly ask them to be sure what they're really going through?
Okay, that's a good question, Wakio, because there's no formula to parenting. All of us are new to parenting styles. There's what our parents utilized for us, and that's how we are right now. There's what we are utilizing for our kids right now, and that is why they are like that right now. However, you can pick a healthy parenting style. A healthy parenting style could look like connection. And this is what I tell most of the parents when they bring me their kids during my debrief sessions with them. Do not correct your kid if you've not connected with them.
Do not correct your kid if you have not connected with them. That's my biggest takeaway already. Thank you so much. Wow. What has been your experience when you're dealing with your child? I know the child is just 5 years old, but I think that's the right age to start connecting with the kid before you actually correct them. What are you doing to build on that connection?
When it comes to connection, that one I can proudly say, without fear or favor, we have connected perfectly over the 5 years, because I've been there. I have been there, and the same way I said I learned on the job, I tried to make sure that whatever it is that I'm doing is something that is okay for him. She has pointed out about it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be low. Personally, I don't usually hide those emotions when it comes to my son, because even today he was telling me, Dad, nimeboeka kufanya hivi. So he's okay and free to tell me that he's bored about doing something, because I tried to train him. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but
maybe you can tell us the tools, the exact tools that you're using, the exact methodologies that you're using, that we can be able to either borrow from you or interrogate them as well.
Okay, the tools that I'm using is just nature, instinct. The same way she has said, there's no manual to parenting. I use my instincts. I can tell, I can feel. I took that break because there's a time actually even guys were asking me, hey, utaoa lini? I told them, let me raise my son first, because I want to experience, I want to learn. My parents told me to take my son home. I told them no. If I do that, they raised me. How will I know how to be a parent if I don't take that challenge? So each and every day, I try to learn. Right now he's in school. When he comes home, there's that aspect of, Dad, this and this has happened in school. Mom, this and this happened in school.
Dialogue.
So we converse. After that conversation, if he wants something, at least there are those basic things that I just decided that these ones, whatever happens, lazima zikuwe straight. When it comes to discipline, etiquette, those are like basic tools. If someone gives you something, Baraka, what do you say? Thank you. Baraka, if you want something, what do you say? Kindly, please. So you see, those are like basic things. So when he's living his life right now, he knows I have a basic background. This like a foundation. So I'm trying to give him that a foundation, so that when he picks his own things along the way, I can decide, okay, this one is okay, this one, no.
You mentioned something that your son told you, nimeboeka. Let's talk about boredom, right? And Violet, maybe help us to understand this. Is there a difference between boredom and alone time? Especially when we're dealing with teenagers, sometimes very difficult for parents to understand if this child just doesn't want to be disturbed or they're bored. How can you be able to tell the difference so that you know if this is actually depressive or this is just someone wanting to unwind by themselves?
Okay. Boredom, first of all, it is healthy for kids. because nowadays kids are overstimulated with screen. So off screen, off my phone, off the television, off the laptop, the immediate cause effect of that is boredom. So it is allowed. And then boredom helps them to become more creative. You know, now they start thinking, what can I do beyond me holding my tab, my iPad? Let me clean my room. Let me go organize the utensils. They look scattered. Let me go to the garden and pick some flowers and bring mommy. It helps them to also think of the next step beyond the technologies that you're having. So boredom, it is healthy at some level. It becomes concerning when it becomes withdrawal. All right. Withdrawal looks like we are engaging in family dinner where we are used to dining together. The child is not available. They have closed themselves in the bedroom. They are saying they don't want to eat anymore. So once you notice also the shift in eating habits, the shift in sleep patterns, the shift in activities they used to enjoy, now they no longer are enjoying. They were in a football club, they no longer want to engage with their friends there. You're noticing they now no longer want to visit their friends at their homes. That's when you notice boredom is becoming a bit of a challenge now. Alone time is okay and it is healthy. It helps stimulate the mind beyond the screens that they're using, beyond the academic pressure they're having, beyond maybe the adversities around home. And if it prolongs to a place where there's decline to performance around chores at home or school, that's when it becomes concerning. But boredom can be healthy.
When you hear this, boredom can be healthy, what does that make you feel? And is it changing any approach with your child? We're used to activities, and our parents actually, and most parents get very frustrated when children are not even given homework. We get so frustrated. So how does that shift your parenting?
I cannot really tell. Okay, fine. There's that line, the line between boredom and
alone time.
And alone time. It's hard to tell, because sometimes when he tells me I'm bored, it's different when he wants to be alone. So sometimes, okay, personally, it can be hard, especially now, to even tell. Maybe progressing. Naweza anza kuangalia hiyo. Yeah, but talking about the activities and everything and the screen time, maybe if I can switch a bit, not now like in my professional field, I've experienced this notion where some of us parents, my son or my daughter is talented in a specific field. But now, as a parent, I feel like, no, afai. I've seen kids who come to school and they're crying. Juu, mom, amesema nitoke. So I think also in this space, we as parents, we are really contributing majorly to the mental and well-being of these children.
Wazazi wabadilike. Wazazi wabadilike. Just one thing, as we're talking about wazazi wabadilike, and we're winding up because time is really not on our side, but maybe Violet, you could tell us, what can a parent who's watching right now, who's raising a child between 0 to 14 and wants to help the child to actually grow in an environment where they're able to express themselves safely, they have good mental well-being and mindfulness, what's one behavior they can change tonight?
One behavior?
Yes.
I want to challenge us all as parents. 15 to 20 minutes time spent with your child, and ensure it's undivided attention.
Wow.
Undivided attention.
Undivided attention, and we're starting with you. 15 minutes of undivided attention. How can we reach you, Violet?
Okay. You can call me or you book an appointment via my email. Can I say my contact?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you.
Real quick.
My number is 0740349800. 0740349800. Violet Kiaria, and you can reach me via my email kiariamwanziu@gmail.com.
Violet, it's been a pleasure having you here. The time has been so brief, but we're looking forward to an opportunity where we can have this conversation even more broadly. Your parting shot, 30 seconds, please.
What I can just say, as parents, let's take responsibility. Let's be there for our children. Just that.
So tonight we have been given a task. We've been challenged. If you're a parent out there, 15 minutes at least every single day with your child to just find out how they're